This is a presentation of Northeast Streaming Sports.
Hey guys, Keith Engel from TGI Sports Talk with my weekly vlog. I won't take up much of your time, I promise, but very important day today as we record this. It's Friday, June 24th. Aaron Judge's arbitration finally hit. The Yankees have offered $17 million for this year. The arbitrations have been delayed because of the lockout last year. These arbitration hearings normally would have taken place in February, March, maybe even January. But they got delayed. So here we are on June 24th. We're just getting to the arbitration hearing for this year's salary. This year's numbers cannot be included at all. Just be clear. $17 million the Yankees have offered. Aaron Judge was asking for 21. Aaron Judge has already turned down an extension for, I believe, $33 million a year. Aaron Judge is having the greatest year so far. He's on a pace to have one of the great seasons in baseball history, certainly Yankee history, which is certainly storied. Aaron, do the Yankees have an opportunity here to maybe make this right? I mean, I think they've got several ways they can go here. They can either, number one, because this $33 million offer that was turned down in the spring has now grown, and he's going to get 35, and it keeps going up. He could get $40 million a year for all I know. The number of years are up in the air, but to me, it doesn't matter. Aaron Judge is the face of the Yankee franchise. If you were to pay him $40 million for 8 years, you would recoup your money in a couple of years from a marketing and merchandising standpoint. This is the New York Yankees. They're worth $10 billion probably. This isn't the Kansas City Royals. You pay him. So is there an opportunity here to make this right? Anytime before this hearing happens today, and it probably would have happened long before now if the Yankees were going to go this way and were inclined to go this way. They wouldn't do it at the 11th hour, but maybe they will. There's several things you could do. You could throw a huge contract at him now and say, I know you wanted to wait, Aaron, but we'll increase your salary this year and going forward to X. This year doesn't even have to be the major where he ends up next year and going forward. Let's avoid this arbitration. Let's forget about our differences in the spring, and let's get this contract done. Because, guys, this contract gets bigger and bigger every year. And if the Yankees go in here and they win this arbitration and they pay him $17 million a year, it's just another going to be another sign of disrespect in Aaron Judge's mind. And I agree. I know these guys make oodles of money, and $17 million is more than most of you guys will ever see in your lifetime. Most of us. People don't earn $17 million in their entire lifetime, most of this country. But again, this is a different situation. If somebody's willing to give you that money, you take it. And you're the face of the franchise. You cannot let that guy walk away. He's worth more to the Yankees than is to anybody else. The San Francisco Giants, Yankees will have to pay more than the San Francisco Giants. And they should, because he's worth more to them. And he should be worth more to them, but they don't show him the respect. They show him the same disrespect that they showed Derek Jeter when they made him go shop for a contract for his final contract with the Yankees. After years and years of giving the Yankees not just great play on the field, and again, another player who was more important to the team than what he brought to the field, just like Aaron Judge. He's the face of the franchise. He sells not just tickets, he sells merchandise. He gets people into the ballpark on the road where the Yankees split gates. He increases TV contracts. Yankees would recoup whatever money they gave him in certainly less than half of this contract. Probably less. So the Yankees can take today's hearing, get out in front of it before it happens. Maybe it's simple as you say, we'll give you the $21 million, or we'll give you a little bit more than that for this year, but you need to negotiate with me right now. Don't wait till after the year. This thing waits till after the year. The Yankees are in grave danger of losing Aaron Judge. And if you don't think Aaron Judge is worth the money, I get it. Just tell me it's everybody. Don't tell me he's not worth the money because he can't stay healthy. Well, he stayed healthy this year. He played 148 games last year. He had some injury issues the 3 years before that. But let's remember something. This guy is in his only his 6th season. He's been in the top 12 vote getters in the MVP twice, in the top 4, 3 times, in the top 4 twice, and he's the front runner to win the MVP this year. So that'd be 4 times in 6 years. Let's just assume he wins it. 4 times in 6 years. 1 year he won it. 1 year he finished second. 1 year he finished 4th. 1 year he finished 12th. Where's Mike Trout in that period of time? That's just what he brings to the field. What about everything else he brings to this franchise? Everything else that he means to this team and other teams in Major League Baseball. By the way, I say he's worth more to the New York Yankees than he is the San Francisco Giants or the Dodgers or whoever else you might want to talk about, because he's homegrown, and that's what you sell those players a different way. It would be a colossal shame if he were to leave the Yankees and not play his entire career here, because it would be one of the great careers in the history of baseball by the time it's over, if we continue along the pace that we have. But it's also important to the Major League Baseball. You want Aaron Judge in New York, in my mind, as a career Yankee, because you can continue to sell him on the road to every ballpark that he visits. You can continue to increase contract values, because when you have the best player in the league, or one of the best players in the league, playing in New York, your contract values increase. So this is about a lot more than just playing the field, and just on the face of that, he deserves this. He's proved he can stay healthy. He's been available for every game this year, as far as I know. He is carrying his team on his back to 52 wins already, on a pace for some crazy number like 118 wins. He's on a pace for 68 home runs. Maybe more than that after this last week. Probably more. And again, he's not the lone reason this team is doing well, but he's one of the main reasons they've been able to overcome weak offensive performances out of the shortstop, which you would expect. The catcher to a lesser degree, because Trevino's really done pretty well when he's played. Higgy's been kind of a disaster at the plate. But you got big holes in center and left field, and you need Aaron Judge to carry this team, and he's done that. Have you watched how many big home runs he's had? It's not just how many, it's when you hit, not just home runs, but when you hit in general. And Aaron Judge has been clutch. I don't care about exit velocities. I don't care about any of this other nonsense they want to throw on the screen and talk to you about. Nobody cares. I care about a couple of things. I care about your performance on the field. I care about the way you carry yourself as a member of my team. I care about your presence in the locker room and it being a good one. And I care about, if you're the face of my franchise, you get it. You understand what needs to be done. You understand what needs to be done to be successful on the field and to be successful and help your team off the field. And Aaron Judge is that and more. And if you let him walk, it will be one of the biggest disappointments the Yankees have ever sacrificed. It's happened before. As I said, they almost let Jeter walk. They almost let Bernie Williams go to the Red Sox. They traded Reggie Jackson. They were ready to trade Thurman Munson before he died. They've traded away a gazillion guys because they love other people. Andy Pettit they let walk away to the Astros. Because they've always loved, including George, by the way. Don't throw George in my mind. If George were here, this wouldn't be happening. We don't know that because George constantly wanted to pay other people's players more than he wanted to pay his own. Let's get this done, Yankees. Yankees win this arbitration hearing today, and this goes to him going to free agency and the open market. I think we're in big trouble as Yankee fans. What do you think? Comment. Please let me know I'm crazy. Or you agree. Just less often. Guys, thanks, DJ.